My name is Miss Reed, and I am St. Andre Bassette's school librarian. Welcome to St. Andre Bassette is the first thing I'd like to say to you. Secondly, I'm seated in our Learning Commons Forum in front of what you'll see here, which is the library board, basically. And this is the slash marketing promotion tool of the library. Also, this is where you will find the print announcements of the things happening in the library and information that you can retrieve from the library. Now you'll notice what I have here, the saying for this year is, life isn't about finding yourself. Heck no. Life is about creating yourself, and where better to do that? In your library, or since we can't go in there currently because of the pandemic, through your virtual library. And I'm going to show you some tools, some tips and tricks on how to utilize your virtual library to the best of your ability. So, before we go any further, I just wanted to mention, take a look when you're at school. These are notable quotes, book quotes from, I'm sure, a number of books that you've already read or are meaning to or hoping to read that reside in our library. Take a look. These are all very inspirational and will help you stay focused as you run through your days here at SAB. Students can visit their virtual library anytime, 24/7, and that's a really important piece of information to understand. Secondly, another piece of information that's important and pertinent to you is that I, Miss Reed, your librarian, am available 24/7 virtually through the email system. So my email address is hereid, R-E-I-D, at ldcsb.ca, and we're going to go through the new process of how you can sign out library books, both virtually using the Sora Overdrive. Sora is the reading app, and Overdrive is the virtual library housing the library books that you have access to. As well, though, you are able to sign out print resources from your library, and there's a process that we're going to go through to sign out library books. But before we go any further, once you are finished with your library book and want to return it to the library, I'm going to show you exactly where you're going to return your library book. This is the book drop. You would simply slide it in there, not touching anything, not having any trouble. And also, you will not be sharing your book with anyone else. It's only for your personal possession for the time that you have it. And then it must go into the library drop box, where I will take care of it from there. One thing I forgot to mention is book sign out is for a 3-week period. So once you're done with your book on or before the due date, you will simply drop it in the book drop, which I showed you earlier. So the library offers many different types of collections, including our magazines and newspapers. There's also a video collection available, and then there's the fiction collection, which, as you'll note, are clearly labeled throughout the library. All of the collections are. There's also, right over here, this is a new collection that we've added to the library. This is the self-help and self-care collection. Really important collection that I have really been enjoying over the summer. Terrific collection, so definitely check us out. And then over here, actually, there is a great Pulitzer Prize Classics. It's called the Benjamin Franklin Collection, and it sits over here and is also available. So these are fantastic classical reads that you might wish to sign out. There's Wuthering Heights, for instance, Crime and Punishment. So many fantastic stories here. the Odyssey, the Iliad. So these are all available to you. And look at this collection. Honestly, this is an amazing collection. Look at the gold lined pages within, and there's also these lovely bookmarks. So these are all available to you if you wish to sign out a library book, a print book from the library, and we're going to go through how you can do that in just a few minutes. I also wanted to mention a couple other fantastic collections we have available in SAB Library, and they include the graphic novels collection, the French collection, which sits here in the library, and then of course the Indigenous Peoples collection is also available for student sign out. So I am standing within the library at the circulation desk, and this is where you will generally see me every single day. Here, this is where I actually do all kinds of library work, including signing in and out the library books from the library. I will also do all kinds of research, etc., laptop sign out, all kinds of stuff here. So this is the circulation desk, and you'll notice I'm wearing a different piece of clothing. This is actually our Bassett Books jacket that we got last year, some of us, in the book club, and this is just signifying one of the fantastic programs that we offer from the library, and that is called Bassett Books. There's a library volunteer club, and there's also a Bassett Books reading club, which we engage in the White Pine Book Club. So, as you are probably aware, I'm wearing my personal protective equipment, or my PPE right now, just so that you'll be able to recognize me when you see me and know that I am the librarian. The reason I'm wearing this is because this is what you're going to see me in while I'm at school, because it's mandated, and also when I'm signing in the library books from the book return over here. You will see me wearing these gloves and the PPE and signing the stuff in, and then the books are going to come over to this section of the library, and they're going to remain here for a 7-day period, depending on the day that they were signed into the library after being left in the drop box by you. These books will not be available for 7 days, which has been the government mandated and the board policy during COVID. So you will not be able to access those books to sign out. If someone said, oh, this was a great book, I want to sign it out right after my friend returned it, they will not be available to you for the 7-day quarantine/sanitization period. I just wanted to let you know that the library is actually not referred to as the library here or the resource center at SAB. Instead, what we're calling it is the Better Bassett Chill Lounge, and the reason for that is because this is the place where, when we do become open once again, I'm hoping that you will use as your place to feel welcome and sit and enjoy books, do academic work. This is the Better Bassett Chill Lounge as identified by the Better Bassett Book Club. So I realize I've given you all kinds of information today having to do with the virtual library, but one last thing that I want to mention is how you would search for books to find out what is available in the library. And the way that you would do that is, I'm just going over to my library screen here, and what I'm going to do is go to the St. Andre Bassett homepage, click on Programs and Services, and when I scroll over the Programs and Services, I see that the library comes up here. So when I click on the library, that takes me right to the library webpage. And at the very top here is where you will find the library catalog. That's how you'll search for specific books to our school library only. There's also Enterprise, where you can search everything, including databases, ebooks, all kinds of stuff is available in this tool, everything actually, and also from other schools. So you want to be cautious to make sure that you're signing something out or requesting something from me from this library only. So you need to see that it's available at SAB. And also your virtual library tool is right here, which is Overdrive, and that is the Sora reading app and the Overdrive collection of audio and ebooks. Finally, one last thing I want to show you. We talked about the Library Learning Commons D2L shell, or the VLE shell. That's the terminology. They're interchangeable. They're the same thing. The way to get to that is when you're into the London District Catholic School Board My LDCSB, right here is the virtual learning environment. So if you click there, then you will see what will open is all of your courses. Your shells will be here, and that's where the Library Learning Commons will sit. Now I've got all the Library Learning Commons, but here's what it will look like for you, the Library Learning Commons -SAB. And that's where you'll find all kinds of stuff. I just want to scroll down because I also want to show you. If you scroll down under the Learning Toolkit, this is where you will find the Library Resources tab. So when you click here, that's where all of the library resources sit as well. So you can gain access to Sora Overdrive, Pebble Go, Britannica School, and Canadian Encyclopedia, Learn 360, that's a great video tool, to retrieve videos from. There's also Gale in Context for elementary, middle school, and environmental studies, Curio, and Encore. This is another great video tool that you will probably watch many videos with from your classes. Thanks so much for taking this virtual tour of the library with me, your school librarian, Miss Reed.